Workaholics on this house.
Alright, you guys, now to get started, I do have my number 4 guard, and as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and knock out some of the length from the top and the side. To get started, I have my Andes TL liners with the GTX blade to create my first guideline. So now I have my lever all the way open to create a second guideline. Now keep in mind, you guys, at the first guideline, I'm gonna come back and pretty much trigger the lever by getting rid of that bottom line. So now I have my number 1 guard with an open lever going up about 1/2 inch. So at this point, I did close the lever to soften out that bottom line. Now to get rid of that bottom line, I do have my 1/16 guard with the lever all the way closed. Now pretty much, you guys, what I'm doing is just trying to triggering the lever, using the corners to get rid of that bottom line. So now I'm going to go ahead and continue with the number 2 guard to remove some of this bulk and to soften out this guideline. So now to get rid of this guideline, I do have my 1.5 guard with the lever all the way closed, and pretty much what I'm doing is just trying to use the corners and blend as much as I can to get rid of this guideline. Now with the comb, I'm gonna go ahead and blend the rest of this area just by using the corners of the comb and making sure that I get every unnecessary hair. Okay, you guys, now for every taper that I do, I always have this habit of lining behind the ear and the side of the hairline, just to make sure if the taper is coming out how the way I want it to come out, making sure if it needs some more detail work. It's another tip I can give you guys. So just keep it in mind how lining up the side and behind the ear will show you everything that needs to be worked on. Not much, but it will just bring out the blend of the taper. So after giving that lineup around the ear and the side, I did notice that there were some areas that needed to be worked on. So what I did, I grabbed my thinning shears and blend the rest of the areas that I couldn't blend with the guards. So that's another tip you guys can keep in mind, you guys. It's really helpful. It makes your life even easier when using the thinning shears, and yeah, just keep it in mind. Okay, you guys, now for the back taper, it's pretty much the same step. Doing what you did on the side is the same step. So as right now, you guys, I have my my cordless detailers. I did have to switch on the trimmers. The reason why is because my client's neck is really sensitive, so I really try not to use the other trimmers, which were really gapped. And so as you can see, guys, I'm creating my first guideline. Now for the back taper, I have my lever all the way open to create a second guideline. After creating that second guideline, I'm back to the first guideline that I created with the trimmers with the lever all the way closed. So with the number 1 guard with an open lever, I am going to go ahead and create another guideline going about 1/2 inch. So after having the lever all the way open, I'm back to that bottom line with the lever all the way closed and just trying to soften out that guideline. So after the 1 guard closed, I now have my 1/16 guard with an open lever. And like I said, you guys, pretty much what I'm gonna be doing is getting rid of that guideline by triggering the lever up and down. Now with the number 2, I'm gonna go ahead and soften out this guideline and remove some of this bulk. Okay, you guys, so at this point I do have my 1.5 guard to blend into the number 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my clip over comb technique to get rid of the rest of this bulk. So now I have my thinning shears, and pretty much what I'm doing, you guys, is the same thing, you know, blending the rest of this taper. Okay, you guys, now for this side of the taper, like I said, is pretty much the same steps. So what I want to do is go ahead and fast forward. Now I'm going to go ahead and, you know, finish up the rest of this lineup from the side of the neck all the way around the ear. Alright, you guys, so if you ever wonder what kind of trimmers I use to line up my client, the trimmers that I'm using right now are called the Andes GTX with the GTX blade. So if you don't have a pair, you make sure you get yours. Give this hairline an extra look, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some hair dye. Now the dye that I use is called Kiss Express. You can get it online on Amazon, on eBay. I am using the air compressor as well, so you can find everything so cheap on Amazon. So make sure you go get yours today, and you'll see how you will see it. the final results. Some high tapers with the number 4 all the way around. So if you ended up liking this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Alright, you guys, till next time.